Good morning, everyone, or good evening, wherever you're at. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope God blesses you today. We are getting ready to cut the last 2 yards for the day for the year. So, big update. The guy that didn't leave the money yesterday texted me back about 2 hours later and said, "Hey, I noticed you didn't cut my yard." And I said, "I noticed you didn't leave money." And he said, "Well, I'm home now. I can leave it out for you." I said, "Well, when I'm done with everything, I'll stop by and cut." And he ended up being a really nice guy. And we talked a little bit. And of course, I have that yard for next year. So, you know, God closes one door and opens another. And I'm just blessed, man. So that did work out, but yeah, I'm not cutting a yard, just like most of you guys said. If there's no payment, you're not cutting. Now look, everybody else I know I've worked for years, so of course I'm cutting, and I'm going to collect at the end of the month. But guys, it is cold out, but we're going to get this thing cut right there, and the big field. So maybe I'll get some leaf cleanup action. I usually don't do their leaves, but maybe I'll do them just, you know, just to show you some videos. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, for you guys who are wondering how many passes, well, the leaves are wet and the leaves are frozen right now. So once it dries out in the afternoon, if it's sunny out and it hasn't rained, you guys can knock these things out in 10 minutes, man. They'll just go to dust. So I'll be back. Okay, guys, all done. Finished up. I had a guy on Instagram last night ask me if you can cut crepe myrtles down when it's cold. I don't know. We don't have crepe myrtles where I live. So he lives in Illinois. If you guys know, could you please leave it in the comments whether you can cut down crepe myrtles at this time of year or not. But let's get on to the last yard, the last final cut of the season. That's not going to be a cleanup. Let's go. Okay, everyone, we're going to cut this one. This is Sensei Lou's favorite yard. It's pretty tall. It's been about 2 weeks since I've been here. I'm gonna do the leaves. I'm not blowing the beds out. She has somebody that does all the cleanup. I'm just getting what I can. And this is gonna be double cut, and then we'll go to the back. And I'll show you what that looks like as best I can. It's not a very big backyard, so it's kind of hard to film back there, but I'll get what I can. Whew, just got done trimming. Let's go to work. I changed my mind. I'm just going to go do the back without trying to get footage. It's just thinking about it, man. It's hard to get back there, especially with all the leaves I got to do. So I will show you this one when it's all finished up, guys. And this is the last official one of the year. I know I got more, but they're just whenever I do the cleanup, so there's no more mowing. I will talk to you guys soon. All right, guys, there it is. All done, all blown off, finished. And today's video, I want to talk about the money you're leaving on the table if you're new at lawn care. You guys see all this, all that stuff. That is part of fall cleanups. Fall cleanups isn't just cutting up leaves and hitting the road. It's not just bagging up leaves. It's not just taking leaves and throwing them in a tarp and leaving and charging $200 or $300 or $400, okay? All this dead plant life material, you can see it over there. All that dead plant life material is going to be your nemesis when you start mulching next year. Why leave it? It's gone for the season. Cut it down, throw it in the yard, mow it up, get you a rake and a wheelbarrow, and come back and rake out the yard, and whatever's left, that's what you take with you. Now, I'll tell you who taught me that, and that was Big Mo, Terry, over at Lawn Stars. He kept asking me, he's like, why are you cutting all this stuff and taking it with you? Why don't you just cut it up in the yard? And I was like, you can, you know, is that okay to do? He's like, I just rake up what's left, man, and take it with you. I did it last year, and man, I'm telling you, the time savings, but That's not what the video's about, man. The video's about is why are you guys leaving it all behind? That is money. That is money. If you're charging $250 for a leaf cleanup, you can charge $450 for a fall cleanup. Get all that stuff out of here. Make yourself twice the amount of money. And next year when you go to mulching it, you don't have to cut it all down and worry about it then when it's soaking wet and there's rain pouring all the time and you're running behind and you got to get the leaves out of there and you got to get the leaves out from under all the bushes that got stuck. And if you cut the stuff down now, charge for it now, the property looks beautiful all through the winter. Even when the snow is gone, you don't have brown stuff just laying there dead in the beds. And when you come out to do your edging and mulching, that's all you have to do is edging and mulching. I'm just not sure why so many guys are overlooking it, man. And it's not just, it's guys that I know personally are overlooking the stuff. And they say, well, nobody wants it. That is not true. If you tell them why you're doing it, they will understand. And if you tell them, look, it's going to give it a clean look all through the winter when the snow's not here, when the leaves aren't here, people are going to more than likely tell you, go ahead and do it. That's been my, I didn't do it for the first 4 years I was in business, and somebody asked me, why aren't you cleaning all this stuff up? And I said, I didn't know you were supposed to. And he said, yeah, man, that's part of your fall cleanup. And this guy talked me through it and how I charge for it, and lo and behold, I made myself an extra 9, 10. I think one year we made $13,000 one month. It's a lot of money, man, that you're leaving on the table. So don't do it, guys. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something about fall cleanups. If you have a question on what you can take down, all you have to do is leave me a message and say, Doc, I got questions. Can you send me your email? And I'll send you my phone number. You take a picture of it, send it to me, and I'll tell you whether it stays up or it comes down. And if I don't know, I will refer you to other guys who do know. It's a good money-making part of the last part of your year, guys. If you go into the winter time and you don't do snow and you go get another job, there's no need to get another job part-time when you've got money sitting in those beds of your customers. So guys, as always, I hope the Lord blessed you today. He certainly did bless me, and I got stuff to do. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. Like I said, I'll leave my email down in the I don't know where it's at, down there. You know what I mean? In the description. Yeah. And if you need help, just ask. I'm willing to help. Guys, as always, Dr. Real was in the house. Keep it real, and pray for somebody today. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.